Hi, my name is Sarah, and we are back today with CatholicMatch, talking all things dating and relationships. Today, we're going to dive specifically into rethinking your type and therefore dating outside your comfort zone. It's something that can be really scary, but it can also have huge payoff. I think when people use the term type, they often hide behind it. I think that it can be used as an excuse to not meet new people. Oh, he's not my type. How do you know that? Just by their physical features? I think that that's not entirely fair anymore. I think that there are a lot more to people than just how they look. And I know that may seem like a super obvious statement, but especially in the dating world, especially when your first circumstance or your first understanding of someone else is how they look, I think it can be challenging to remind yourself that you need to dive even deeper. Now, I am not here to suggest that you are not physically attracted to the person you spend the rest of your life with. There is physical attraction that's necessary. I think it's good and okay to look for physical attraction in another person. So nothing that I'm saying today is going anything against that. But there is a lot more to a person than how they look. I'm talking deeper characteristics that maybe take more time to find out. How are they in terms of clarity, intentionality, humility, sacrifice? These are things that are absolutely necessary when it comes to dedicating your life to spending it with this other person. You need these qualities to have a fruitful marriage. And so we're going to rethink everything today when it comes to our type. We're going to revamp it, rethink it, and reapply it to our dating lives. Our culture is filled with instant gratification everywhere you look. I think it's not your fault if you're accustomed to it, because we are all accustomed to it in the world that we live in today. But when it comes to dating, that takes time. And I think that it can be really frustrating because it isn't always instant gratification. I think that you don't always know everything or even know if a person is your type within the first, 30 seconds of a date. I think that sometimes it takes many dates, multiple dates. Let's start with an invitation today to give someone 3 dates. 3 dates to get to know them, to get to experience a little bit with them to determine if they're your type or not. Instead of 30 seconds, let's give them 3 dates. And I think that this is okay. I think it's okay that it can take a little bit of time. I think not knowing right away if someone is your type or not is not immediately indicative that they are not your type. I think that if at any point you're saying to yourself, okay, well, I typically do write people off pretty quick, I will do it, Sarah. I will give people time. I will give someone 3 dates. I say to start that today and to not wait a day longer, to begin now, to give people more time, because you just never know where it could lead. My main point today with this entire video is to just encourage you to rethink your type. I know that physical features maybe pop up first in our head, but what do you want in a spouse in terms of a person who's going to lead you to Christ? What do you want in a spouse in terms of a person who you're going to spend the rest of your life with? I want to encourage you to get away from physical features and further into values and further into morals. How are they when it comes to their faith life? How are they when it comes to their character, their reliability, their dedication? A man who checks all the physical boxes may not immediately check all of the internal boxes that you're looking for as well. I'm not saying that you can't have both. There are both in men everywhere. Those totally exist. But I am saying that the interior checklist is more important than the exterior checklist. When it comes to spending the rest of your life with someone, you're looking at more than every happy day. You're looking at encountering possibly some really difficult things, some things that are going to require you guys to fall into each other, to persevere, to endure difficult things for maybe extended periods of time. And it's important that you have interior characteristics of someone else that you know you can rely on and that you know will ultimately lead you closer to Christ. I think when we give people a chance, it can actually work out really well. I know many women who have gone on dates with men that didn't necessarily look like they thought their type would be, but they were who they wanted to be with. Does that make sense? They didn't necessarily tick the height box. Maybe they're a little shorter than the women are imagined, or maybe they had super dark hair instead of super blonde and green eyes instead of blue. You get where I'm going with this. Maybe they just look different. And so that in an instant gratification mindset, maybe turn them off as just someone that they could go on a date with. But then they gave them a chance and they found out that they were dedicated men who actually held characteristics and morals and values and standards that they realized were more important to them than how they looked. I think one example that I heard that really struck me and that I want to share with you today is the idea that if you were to have children one day, what type of man would you want to be with that you would be proud your son will grow up to be just like? And that's a big question. Oh my gosh. That's way down the line of vocation, especially if you're in the dating world now, having children grow up to be like your spouse. I know that that's far down the line, but I think it's a really good question to ask yourself. It's something that can cause you to look to the future in a way that is super fruitful and can be super clear for yourself as well. So I know changing what you have in your mind is maybe not the easiest thing, and I know it's really scary to give people more opportunity than perhaps you would yesterday. But I think today is a great place to start. And I think that entering into chances allows two people, yourself included, to find some wonderful opportunities. That is all I have for today on Rethinking Your Type, Dating Outside Your Comfort Zone. If you liked this content of this video, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other topics that you want me to dive into, let me know those in the comments below as well. We read them all and we keep up on them all. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to CatholicMatch here on YouTube and follow us over on Instagram at CatholicMatch. Once again, my name is Sarah. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.